This is Fred Beck from Fred Talks Fighting, and today I'm very lucky to be joined by the first time ever in person in Treasure Boxing Club by Ashley Theophane. Ashley, how you doing, mate?
I'm very good, Fred. All right.
So how long have you had the gym open for? Because you invited me down here.
The gym has been open now for just over 2 months, if I'm correct. So yeah, it's going well. It's going well.
And so tell me about, obviously you haven't been in England, were you on holiday in Dubai? How was that?
That was great to see a lot of my friends from like the USA. They had a show over there. Like my friend, he won, Badu Jack. So it was just great to be around the guys again. You know what I mean? Like my TMT friends, my old TMT friends. So it was fun.
Do you still keep in contact with a lot of them?
Yeah, like I'm friends with all of them. So hence if I go over there, I go and see the guys in the gym if they come over here. So yeah, I'm friends with everyone there. So it's all good.
And I saw on your Instagram, were you snowboarding out there or quad biking?
Quad biking, it was fun. I tried the snowboarding or the whatever.
Sandboarding, yeah.
Sandboarding, but I sucked at it. I sucked. That is the term to use.
Did you crash at all doing the quad biking?
Quad biking, no, I was actually very good at that. So I was just trying to just go as fast as I could. So that was very, very fun.
Yeah, sandboarding, it's good going downhill, but when you have to walk back up, it's a bit boring.
It was very hard to come up, but good thing for me, I didn't go down far, so it was all right.
That's all right then. And let's talk about your win, Badu Jack. I think the one thing that stood out for me is when they're doing their ring walks, their ring entrances, they're kind of Ferraris, Lamborghinis. Did you see that? Bentleys on the side?
Yeah, because the place where it was, they had like nice cars like all over the place. So it was nice that it was there. You had AJ, like he came to the show, so there was a lot of stars there as well. So it was a great event. It was a small event, but a nice event.
Yeah, it certainly looked it. It looked like quite a flashy market event, which must have been quite nice. It must be nice to get out of the UK, the rain, winter.
Well, you know what? The last time that I went abroad was to see him fight Jean Pascal. So it had been 2 years since I had gone abroad. So it was just nice to get on a plane and get away, to get some sun, and to see my friends. So it was a great trip.
Obviously, Badu Jack moving up to cruiserweight. But before we talk about your gym, I want to talk about a bit about your career. And you've had a long time to kind of reflect and look back at it. What have been some of your favourite fights you've had? I guess sparring in the gym and obviously your Floyd Mayweather and then fights in the ring.
I would say for me, it was when I first went to New York, because that was the turning point. So when I went to Gleason's gym, so when I went to Gleason's gym, I had been pro, I think, for 2 or 3 years, and they just kind of believed in me. And because I was around there, I kind of just soaked it all up, and that's when I started to fulfill my potential. So I think when I first went to the USA is when I started to, improve and stuff.
And when was it that Floyd signed you to Mayweather Promotions? When was that about?
So 2005 is when I went to the USA first, and then I signed with Floyd in 2013. So I had been a pro for a while, like before he signed me. I had been British champion, I had been world number 4, so I had done a few bits. I had fought some stars over in America, so he had known what I had achieved, and he said to me, you've done this all on your own. So if you have someone behind you, like you could be world champion. So that's why he signed me, and it is what it is.
Of course. And when you were out in America for so long, did you still keep your British accent or did you get an American accent?
Always. You got to stay British, because they always said, "Oh, you've been here for a long time and you still sound British." I said, "Yeah, because I don't want to be like you. I don't want to try to put on the slang or whatever it is. You stand out if you sound like who you are." So I always wanted to sound like where I was from. So I never tried to put on the accent, and I always wanted to stay British. Yeah, it was good. It was fun.
Did people ask you about your British accent then in America? Is that kind of a cliche or is it true?
Yes, sometimes it would be annoying because they just want to hear you talk all the time. So they would just watch you with glazed eyes. But so that was a bit weird. But it was all cool. Like a lot of them were just nice to me. So they just made me feel at home because I was there and I was on my own. A lot of them just brought me in, and like they just took me in as if I was one of them. So it was nice. I had good times there.
Okay, that sounds pretty enjoyable then. And tell me about the kind of sparring of Floyd Mayweather. What was that like? Because sparring on the greatest of all time.
To spar Floyd was fun. I actually asked to spar Floyd before I had signed with Mayweather Promotions. So I'd asked to spar him, and then they said, "All right, cool." And but he had already said that he was going to sign me like a month before. So I was like, damn, I don't want to spar him now because Like now, I'm signed to him. I don't want to spar him, and then I look bad, and he's like, "Ah, you ain't as good as I thought." So, and he was like, at that time, he was like running through a lot of his guys. A lot of them got KO'd and stuff. So I was like, "Oh, damn, man! Like I'm next." So anyway, so when we actually sparred, for me, a lot of guys who went in the ring with Floyd was scared, and they just got their nerves and stuff. But for me, I went in the ring and I was like, damn, like it's Floyd Mayweather there. Like, so for me, it was fun to be in the ring with him. Like, oh shit, I got hit, and then I tried to hit him. So it was, for me, it was fun and I enjoyed it. But so I done very well with Floyd. Hence, he believed I could be world champion. Hence, he believed I could be AEB. But yeah. So for me, it was fun. I just enjoyed it. So we sparred, I think, like 5 times in all. So it was nice. It was good. It was fun.
Obviously, lots of fighters, when they spar someone, they take something from it. Obviously, sparring great like Floyd Mayweather, you must have taken a lot of things from it. What did you kind of learn sparring Floyd?
Well, with Floyd, I learned you got to think sharp, because if you don't think sharp with him, you're gonna get hit. And he was very quick. If you made a mistake, you get hit in the face. So for me, it was always just to he trained so hard, and just to think a man who had achieved like so much still trained so hard. So for me, that was motivational. Like, damn, like I'm not no champ yet or whatever it is. So it was motivational to see him train, to train like with him, to kind of take little things like from him to add it to your game. So I think a lot of the guys in the gym at the time would watch Floyd and steal little bits. Like I never tried to fight like Floyd, but I would like try to take like some of the stuff that he did in the gym, like because he would train. So say if he hit the bag, we didn't train to the 3-minute clock. We would hit bags for like 10 minutes or 20 minutes. Like it would never be rounds. We would just go through the breaks. So that was good. And then when we sparred for like 5-minute rounds or whatever it was. So it was fun. It was hard.
Yeah, 5 minutes round sparring must be very long. How long was the break? Was it a 30-second break or was it 1 minute?
30-second break. And it's very hot in there as well. So you got that heat as well. You got a little break. But it was nice because a lot of the Americans, I find, a lot of the ones who have skills, they depend on their skills and they get tired quick. So someone like me, I like maybe the first 1 or 2, like they might get the better of it. But then it'll come to like the round 3 or 4, then it'll be my time, and it'll be fun. So I used to enjoy it because a lot of the guys, they would get tired quick, and then you just pound away on them. Hence, you see a lot of times on the YouTube, a lot of these guys, they get hurt in the ring because they talk big, they get in the ring, and then when it's a 5-minute thing, it's very hard. If you're not in top shape, you can't do 5 minutes like just going at each other. So that's why you see a lot of times that some guys, they got hurt in the ring.
I can imagine if you're going to spar on Mayweather's gym, you want to be in the best shape you can possibly be in. I mean, you don't want to be kind of tiring out after the first 2 minutes of the 5-minute round. That can be probably quite worrying. That's probably the best way to put it. But now you're kind of back in England, you're retired. How much does it help kind of going to the coaching, having all of that boxing pedigree behind you?
So for me, it's not even just what I've done with Floyd. Like even before Floyd, like I've sparred with loads of world champions and stuff. And even there's loads of coaches who I've worked with or I've been around that I've soaked up. There's one thing about me. If I was around a coach who had loads of world champs, I always wanted to speak with them because I wanted to learn like what they knew. So I'm suggesting that it's not even though I was with Floyd for 5 years. There's so much before that, and there's so many like top guys who I was around that I just tried to soak up as much as I could. So being in America, I think it's helped me. I always think anyway, like British guys who fight, I always think that they should go over to the USA to train to see how good like they really are. Because I think over here, the first time I went to the USA and I sparred, because over here we spar and we're cool with each other. You're right, cool. But over there, they tried to kill me. I always remember the first month in New York, there was one guy, he picked me up, he threw me on the floor. Like, it was just nuts in there. So that kind of made me kind of tough. Like, from when we touch gloves, like, we could be cool, but we'll go into war. So they are to spar over there is not the same to spar over here. 'Cause I find that we're chill and we're friendly over here. But over there, it's kind of like kill or be killed. So you have to adapt.
Do you think that's better, having the kill or be killed attitude for sparring, or do you think having the more friendly attitude, or a bit of both is good?
A bit of both is good, but I always remember when I used to spar with Mickey Bay. Like, we was cool beforehand, but to spar with him, I always had to be in great shape, because if I didn't, he was going to hurt me. So even with me, he always used to say if he's in shape, that it'll be nuts with him. So I just find over there, from when the bell goes, like, they just go to work. So I think that helps. I think that helps, because you have to switch on and just, it's a job or whatever it is. You have to go to war, innit, or just do what you got to do.
You want to be prepared. You want to be tiring out or anything like that.
You have to be prepared. You have to be prepared.
Obviously, Mickey Bain now helping train
Yes.
Devin Haney out in the States. So tell me, what's the plan with your gym and Treasure Boxing Club? Where do you think it's going to be in a few years' time?
So we've just joined in England boxing, so we're going to be part of the amateur thing. So next year it would be nice. We have some guys go out and fight, and to win some belts or whatever it is over there. So first off, the amateurs, to do well with them, and then who knows, we might go into the pro scene and start to train some pros. So step by step. I don't like to run before I could walk, but step by step. We got the amateurs first. The amateurs go out there and get some wins and put us out there, and then we start doing the pros, and we just go from there.
I can understand you can start building your coaching resume up, but I can't help but ask, where can people buy these T-shirts? So you got Ashley Theophane Treasure Boxing.
Okay. The T-shirts are on the website, so they're there, but it's just I'm not vain. I'm not I'm not vain, but it's just, yeah, it was cool. I actually made these out because I done a kids camp, so I made these out for the kids, but yeah, they're alright still. They're alright. Yeah.
And if people want to contact you for one-to-one training or coaching, how can they get in contact with you for that?
So you go onto our website and all the information's there to train with the other guys who train here and whatever else. So just go onto the website, or just go onto got Instagram, you got Facebook. We're there all over. Just put in the gym's name and we'll come up.
I'll put the link for the gym in the description, but I'm sure, Ashley, thanks for having me down to your gym today. I'm sure we'll catch up soon, mate.
It's great to have you here, finally. All right.
Awesome. Thank you for your time, mate.
All right. Nice.